She slowed her pace to a brisk walk. "Because it's Richard we're talking about," she said in a near whisper. Kara smirked. "You're as worried as I." "Of course I am. But for all we know, killing this man, if he is more than he seems, could be springing a snare." "You could be right, but that is the purpose for Mord-Sith." "So where is Richard?" Kara gripped the red leather at her wrist and stretched her armor-backed glove tighter onto her hand as she flexed her fist. Her Aegil, an awesome weapon that appeared to be nothing more than a finger-width, foot-long red leather rod, dangled from a fine gold chain at her right wrist, ever at the ready. One just like it, but no weapon in Kahlan's hands, hung on a chain around Kahlan's neck. It had been a gift from Richard, a gift that symbolized the pain and sacrifice they had both endured. "He is out behind the palace in one of the private parks." Kara gestured over her shoulder. "The one that way. Reyna and Berdine are with him." Kahlan was relieved to hear that the other two Mord-Sith were watching over him. "Something to do with his surprise for me?" "What surprise?" Kahlan smiled. "Surely he's told you, Kara." Kara snatched a glimpse out of the corner of her eye. "Of course he has told me." "Then what is it?" "He also told me not to tell you." Kahlan shrugged. "I won't tell him that you told me." Kara's laugh, like her smile before, bore no humor. "Lord Rawl has a peculiar way of finding out things, especially those things you wish him not to know." Kahlan knew the truth of that. "So what's he doing out there?" The muscles in Kara's jaw flexed. "Outdoor things. You know Lord Rawl, he likes to do outdoor things." Kahlan glanced over to see that Kara's face had turned nearly as red as her leather outfit. "What sort of outdoor things?" Kara cleared her throat into her armored fist. "He's taming chipmunks." "He's what? I can't hear you." Kara waved an impatient hand. "He said that the chipmunks have come out to test the warming weather. He is taming them." Her cheeks rounded as she huffed. "With seeds." Kahlan smiled at the thought of Richard, the man she loved, the man who had seized command of Dahara and had much of the Midlands now eating out of his hand, having a fine afternoon teaching chipmunks to eat seeds out of his hand. "Well, that sounds innocent enough, feeding seeds to chipmunks." Kara flexed her armored fist again as they swept between two Daharan guards. "He is teaching them to eat those seeds," she said through clenched teeth, "out of Reyna and Berdine's hands." The two of them were giggling. She aimed a mortified expression toward the ceiling as she threw her hands up. Her Aegil swung on the gold chain at her wrist. "Mord-Sith! Giggling!" Kahlan pressed her lips tight, trying to keep from breaking into laughter. Kara pulled her long blonde braid forward, over her shoulder, stroking it in a way that provoked in Kahlan an unsettling memory of the way Shota, the witch woman, stroked her snakes. "Well," Kahlan said, trying to cool the other woman's indignation, "maybe it's not by their choice. They are bonded to him. Perhaps Richard ordered it and they're simply obeying him." Kara shot her an incredulous look. Kahlan knew that any of the three Mord-Sith would defend Richard to the death. They had shown themselves prepared to sacrifice their lives without hesitation. But though they were bonded to him through magic, they disregarded his orders wantonly if they judged them trivial, unimportant, or unwise. Kahlan imagined that it was because Richard had given them their freedom from the rigid principles of their profession, and they enjoyed exercising that freedom. Darken Rawl, their former master, Richard's father, would have killed them in a heartbeat had he even suspected that they were considering disobeying his orders, no matter how trivial they were. "The sooner you wed Lord Rawl, the better. Then instead of teaching chipmunks to eat out of Mord-Sith hands, he will be eating out of yours." Kahlan exhaled in a soft, lilting laugh, thinking about being his wife. It wouldn't be long now. "Richard will have my hand, but you should know as well as anyone that he will not be eating out of it, and I wouldn't want him to. If you regain your senses, come see me, and I will teach you how." Kara turned her attention to the alert Daharan soldiers. Men-at-arms were rushing everywhere, checking every hall and looking behind every door, no doubt at Kara's insistence.